Hey, what's up, guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you it's third place game for NCP Summer Slam, and we are facing off against Joe the Flamin'. Just an unfortunate loss last game. Hopefully we can get third place. I'd be pretty content with third place. I think top 4 have a money prize in this. That's kind of cool. So I guess we'll try to get whatever third place is over fourth. It's probably like a $5-10 difference or something. It's not a whole lot. Not that I really care about the money anyway, but I thought this tourney was a fun concept. But anyway, make sure you guys give a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate everybody's support. So, yeah, Joe is not someone I knew before going into the tournament, but he had a pretty good run, beating John Jr. and beating Matt O'Shea, just losing out to Kurt. So, definitely can't take him for granted, but he has a very weird team. Like Cresselia, I don't think I've ever seen in Gen A, and honestly, it's generally overpriced. But he has a really cool, threatening offensive team, but a lot of like paired weaknesses. So we'll see how it goes. He has Victini, Urshifu, and Incineroar, which all don't really want to take flying moves. So I do have answers for that. Gengar, Victini, and Incineroar Electivire is also really ground weak. So I do have answers for that, but he also has dual fire like Victini plus Incineroar. So my Melodic should be pretty good, but outside of that, I'm pretty threatened by fire types. I guess Hydreigon to an extent can take those hits, but Incineroar is fighting covered, Victini is Dazzling Gleam, so not the most reliable answer. Aerodactyl is just super fast, and he's been using that pretty well. Like he swept Matt O'Shea with that, and Matt O'Shea also had a Torn T plus Scour Slowking, I believe. So definitely do have to watch out for that. Could be Dragon Dance again. But I don't think the mon is that great in this matchup. Lapras is actually pretty good with ice coverage, and it's just generally pretty bulky. It should be able to take on any of like my Torn, Landorus, also Street Strife for Melodic. So kind of like the Kyurem issue I had last game, but Lapras is a lot slower. I'm definitely not as worried about a Lapras in this game. Gengar is just fast and pretty decent special attack, so I have to watch out for that. Victini, fire coverage, just have to figure out what type of set it is and plan accordingly. Urshifu is just pretty strong. I have like Slowking and Melodic to kind of be answers. Banded just does a lot of damage, but if it's like Banded, Surging Strikes and Melodic's the answer. If it's Banded Close Combat, then Slowking can switch in. But if I switch the wrong mon into whatever move he goes for, then that could be problematic. So I do have to watch out for that. And Electivire is actually somewhat of a threat this game because it has Ice Punch and outspeeds my Landers. So I do have to kind of watch out for it. And like has fighting coverage and obviously electric coverage to hit the Torn, because Torn can't really do a lot to Electivire. So yeah, he has some weird mons, but Monsec could definitely match up pretty well in this game. He can honestly bring all 8 mons in this matchup. I think Aerodactyl has not a great matchup, but I think he's probably going to bring it anyway. Cresselia I don't think has a great matchup either. Incineroar has an okay matchup, but he could bring really any of the 8 mons, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm not terribly threatened. Like there's not one mon that I'm like super scared of. I guess it would be Lapras and Urshifu are probably the 2 biggest threats to my team. So a big threat I feel like to his team is Scarf-Type Dragon. Dark Pulse is just like really nice. Draco Meteors are free because he doesn't have a Fairy type or a Steel type even. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Earth Power hits Victini, Incineroar, Electivire, Gengar as I mentioned before. U-turn to gain general momentum. This set's pretty straightforward, just max. It'll also add max speed Urshifu, if it Scarfs Urshifu. And I don't believe I kill with a Draco Meteor. I think after Rocks, I have a good roll to kill Urshifu with Draco Meteor. So I just need a tiny bit of chip on that, and then I feel safe going for Draco. I would go for U-turning. Probably switch out into either Melodic or Slowking on an Urshifu. That was like a lead or something. Unless if it's Scarfed. Next is Melodic. So this is an interesting set. I have Q-Charm here, giving me a chance at specifically female. Shout outs to Thatsa for some of the strats here, but no, because Urshifu is male pretty often, so if you go for Surging Strikes and it's banded, I can have 3 chances to get Q-Charm activated, so if it is activated, it's a 50-50 chance that he can't attack. Same thing with close combat. He has a chance to not attack, which is nice. And Rocky Helmet will chip the urshifu down a lot, unless if it's protective pads. I don't know if he'd bring that in this game, but he might. And it would be annoying if you're protective pads, but if it's not banded, then Melodic takes it pretty well. And Skull should do decent damage, especially goes for close combat and lowers the special defense. Because Urshifu's special defense isn't great. Toxic can also just wear it down, also wears down like the Lapras plus the Cresselia. Endure will allow me to get more Rocky Helmet hits on an Urshifu, and especially if I have like a Toxic on him on, then I can rack up continuous damage there. And Skull for just for stab, and also hits the Victini. I probably Toxic at first just to make sure if it's not like a weakness policy set. Again, I have to figure out what set the Victini is, or what I'm pretty confident the Victini set is. Like I might not be able to figure out right away if it goes for like a U-turn, turn 1 or something, but I can try to figure out what type of set it is. Next I have Landers. Definitely a weird EV spread here, but the moves are pretty straightforward. Earthquake to hit, Victini, Incineroar. The attack allows me to 2-hit KO, max defensive Incineroar after an Intimidate. So that's what the attack investment is. It hits the Electivire, Lapras, Gengar. Stone Edge hits the Aerodactyl for a lot of damage. I had knockoff for a while on this over Stone Edge, but I don't want Aerodactyl to sweep me with like Dragon Dance Ice Fanger or something, so I do want to kill it with Stone Edge if I hit. Fingers crossed. U-turn for momentum, and Stealthrax to get a lot of chip on his team. And I can figure out items if Mons are boots or not boots. Let me see here. The special defense allows me to live an Icy Wind after rocks from Gengar. And then the defense investment allows me to live a Jolly Banded V-Crate after rocks from Victini. If it's adamant and no rocks are up, then I can live it. If it's adamant and rocks are up, then it's a roll for it to kill. But Melodic is probably a safer switch in anyway, but if I had to live the hit, I can live the hit. Next is Galar Slowking. This is a fun set too. A lot of weird EV spreads this game. Custap Berry, Psychic, Hydro Pump, Slack Off, Nasty Plot. So this doesn't hit the Cresselia. Like if I get to like +6 special attack, Hydro Pump's gonna do damage to it unless if it's Calm Mind. Funny enough, I had Toxic on this slot for the longest time and realized that Slowking didn't get Toxic. And I know a lot of the Gen 8 mons didn't get Toxic, but I thought because it was a poison type I would have gotten it. But anyway, it doesn't get it, so that's a little unfortunate. But Psychic puts Hydro Pump, like, hits everything else in the team. Victini, Hydro Pump, Urshifu Psychic, Incineroar, Hydro Pump, Aerodactyl, Hydro Pump, Electivire, Psychic, Lapras, Psychic, and Gengar Psychic. So it's cool coverage between the two here. This spread will allow me to live, let me see here. I believe it's Jolly, or I think it is Adamant, Urshifu Surging Strikes. So Adamant Banded Surging Strikes, I'll live a hit even after rocks. And then I'll be able to go for Custap Berry Psychic and knock it out, because I don't think he's gonna expect me to be a Custap Berry. And then in the future, I can come back into the game with Regenerator and maybe get to a range where I can slack off and still do stuff with Slowking, which would be great. And then like Incineroar's knockoff wouldn't be doing enough, as much damage to me later on. So that's cool. The special defense allows me to live a Gengar Shadow Ball. A Life Orb Gengar hit with no rocks. So if rocks are up and it's not Life Orb, I'll also live a Shadow Ball. And then I should kill with Psychic, especially if rocks are up. And I also have a little bit of special attack. That was the rest of the special attack investment there. So I should kill the Gengar in that instance. But yeah, hopefully I can get Hydro Pump. Also, this if it's Scarf Victini, I live a V-Create. And it should also activate my Custap Berry. And I should kill, unless it's a lot of bulk, with a Hydro Pump to -1 special defense Victini. So yeah, it's a cool set. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it picks off either a Victini or the Urshifu. Mainly the Urshifu, that would be great. So my Melodic wouldn't be as useful, but maybe it could still do stuff in this game, like check the Victini. Next I have a boring Tornado set, because I needed Toxic on other mons to handle the Cresselia, because it's annoying, and Lapras too. It could just sit there. If they're rest sets, it's going to be annoying, but at least Slowking can Nasty Plot, beat Lapras and Cresselia in a pinch. That's why I have Nasty Plot on this. That way, my team is pretty bulky. Otherwise, it might be a long game, but If I really needed like a win condition, then Slowking hopefully will be able to do so. The Torn U-turn knockoff Hurricane Toxic. Just max bulk to live as many hits as possible. Like a Scarf V-Crate, I'd live, not banded, but I take hits there. The special defense allows me to live 2 Gengar hits. I don't live Life Orb 2 hits, like 2 Life Orb Shadow Balls is a roll to kill, but I imagine he's probably going to be Icy Wind, so I won't live Shadow Ball plus Icy Wind. But if it's 2 Shadow Balls and it's Life Orb, then I do have a chance to live, but it's like a 50-50 roll. If I get a knockoff on it, though, then I would definitely live, so that would be great. And I should kill. I did have minus attack for the longest time, but I realized I only needed Hurricane to hit the Urshifu. Realistically, because like Cresselia, I'm going to just Toxic and knock off. And most of the things I'd probably going to just U-turn or knock off anyway. And minus special attack, Hurricane will kill the Urshifu. Unless he has a lot of bulk. But I should kill the Urshifu with Hurricane. Not with Air Slash. I do need Hurricane, so I could miss. But like this will also take banded Surging Strikes from the Urshifu. I will live 1 hit. This is just crazy how bulky a Torn can be. So that's cool. And the last set is Special Defense of Steelix. I brought this a couple weeks ago against whoever had the was it Foxeter that had the Rotom Frost? Yeah, I think it was Foxeter. So Protect, Roar, Earthquake, Heavy Slam. So this will be like for Calm Mind, Crest, or something that's just pretty annoying. I can roar it out and not be an issue. Protect, I wanted to scat out like for Victini or Urshifu if they're choice locked. Then I can figure out what move they're going for and then plan accordingly. Heavy Slam will kill the Aerodactyl. Earthquake should kill like an Electivire. I brought Steelix mainly as an Electivire answer. It's not max physically defensive. I didn't really need the defense investment to still take on Electivire. Like, I take 2 Life Orb hits pretty easily. I think Earthquake has a slight chance to kill, but I do have Protect. So if it's 2 Life Orb Adamant Electivire hits, after Protect I'll still live to 2 hits, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, that's my team. Let's get right into this game. Alright, here we are about to start the game. As you can see on the layout, he does not have Urshifu-Rapid Strike, which is kind of crazy. I guess I can see a world where that makes sense, because like if it's banded close combat, then I can bring in the Slowking. But Melodic would just be so weakened, so I'm pretty happy with this exchange. Hydreigon is a cool lead, with the issue being a Victini as Scarf Dazzling Gleam. Gengar could also be Scarf Dazzling Gleam. Incineroar would U-turn, Arrow to U-turn. So it matches up with 4 out of the 6 leads. I was also thinking Steelix might be okay. Worst I just Protect. And then go out to whatever I want to go out to from there. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Good luck, Joe. He has beaten some good players in John Jr. and Matt O'Shea. So definitely had a good run here. Just lost to Kurt, but definitely nothing to be ashamed about. And hopefully I can give him a second loss in this tourney, but we will see. I'm sure he's pretty excited for this game. Yeah, my Lando just, like, without Urshifu, my Lando is, like, a lot better. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I really want to get rocks up as soon as possible. And, like, Stone Edge is going to do decent damage to Lapras, which my Slowking can also do pretty decent damage. Now, I don't have the Custap Berry shenanigan deals that I can do, but that's okay. So Victini is the lead. I'm definitely okay with this. I'm going to Protect. He's probably going to U-turn here. I don't think you go for a fire move, but I'm going to Protect just to scout that out. See what moves he has. Because he probably doesn't want to take an Earthquake. He probably takes an Earthquake even after V-Create. But I don't think that's something you'd risk. Okay, Blue Flare. Okay. Special Victini. Steelix to Victini. I don't do nearly enough damage. So I'm going to switch out into my Melodic and see if he's locked into it. You could deal a pretty massive hit with like a Thunder or Energy Ball or something. Let's see, Blue Flare, and he misses. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate. Let's see, a Thunder Thunder would be doing about half. But if he's modest or like an item, then it'll do more damage. I think Toxic seems like a pretty safe play. Also, if it's like weakness policy, I don't want to activate that yet. But he is going to switch out into Lapras. Okay, so I'm fine getting a Toxic off on this. And I do land, which is great. Freeze Dry could come out. Slowking seems like a pretty safe play. Not attacking, because I don't want to get toxic if he is going to consider doing that. Lapras. And we can also find if he's leftovers or not. Level 50. Surf's doing like 25% at most if he's not special attack invested, so even though we're not a lot of special defense bulk, we have a little bit, and it's just a Galar Slowking, which is so bulky. It's like, if we're a tier list, Galar Slowking's probably a tier 2 Pokemon, but it'd be like right at the top of the list. It probably would be not picked in tier 1, but it's pretty close. That's how much I valued him on. Freeze Dry. Okay, let's gauge the damage. 186 down to, so that's 34 damage. 34 out of 186. 18%, so no special attack. What would be your switch in? Incineroar, so I think I go for a Hydro Pump here and try to catch that. Incineroar. Oh, Aerodactyl comes out. Oh no. Do I land this hit? And he's pressure. Okay. Is that gonna go down? I don't think it's gonna go down. Oh man, that is so much damage. 90%. Yeah, it's like a little bulk. So like no bulk, arrow, no lefties, Lapras. Melodic seems like a fine play. He might get a Brox. Or he might go for like a Crunch, which honestly probably wouldn't kill. If it's banded, it would do a lot of damage. It might kill, actually. Earthquake might kill if he's banded. Ice Fang, okay. 202 down to, alright, 16 damage. And Rocky Helmet, okay. Doesn't matter what type of spread he is, so that is 1 mon down. I will definitely take that exchange. No rocks in the field, so my Galar Slowking is going to be pretty healthy. So no arrow. Torn's looking a little better too. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that exchange. Yeah, Lando is still looking pretty decent. Galar Slowking doesn't have to worry about rocks. It doesn't take a banded Victini hit, but it obviously takes a... I imagine it takes a Specs Victini hit. But I think based on the way he was playing it, it's probably Scarfed. Blue Flare. Yeah, I definitely take a Specs hit. I'm going to go into Lando here. He could go for an Ice Punch. That's why I did bring Steelix, like, as a batch of tech to Electivire. So Adamant, Earthquake has a low chance of Twig KO me, but I also do a Protect, so I will, like, 100% live the hit unless it's Choice Banded. Let's see, Taunt. Okay. So he has no switch into an Earthquake, so I'm gonna just go for an Earthquake. Yeah, he might do decent damage to me, but I have a little bit of a chance to knock him out and see if he's Life Orb or not. If he's Life Orb, I should take him out. Okay, he's not Life Orb. I guess he was Air Balloon, and I missed that. 76, that's pretty funny. So he is Adamant, okay. I can't even go for Protect here. I can go into... That can go into Torn. Ice Punch shouldn't do a whole lot. And I can break a Wild Charge would probably kill. But there's no way he goes for an electric move here. You probably go for Ice Punch if anything. Okay, Earthquake. Cool. And I will U-turn on out there. See how much damage it's doing? Yeah, I did not pay attention to Air Balloon. Oops. But he's not Air Balloon anymore. Like 20-ish%. So he has like a lot of bulk. He's gonna go for an electric move or an ice move. I think my Steelix is still fine. He could Earthquake here. But I can protect, gain a little bit of recovery. Ice Punch, okay. 117 down to 90. I do take this hit. And I will kill with Earthquake here, like almost assuredly. Now he can get me pretty weakened. Gengar might be a little problematic, but if I can get rid of this Mon, then I'm okay with that exchange. No crit, great. And I should kill this. There's a, if it's like max HP, there's a slight roll to not kill, but I do kill. Okay, cool. I should have paid attention to not Electivire, but I just lost a little bit more HP on my Steelix. Not that big of a deal, because I would have gone for a Heavy Slam first, and then Earthquake would have been pretty free at that point. Yeah, my Torn is even looking better and better because the two best mons to handle it are dead. I mean, Lapras still kind of handles it, but I just U-turn out and just be annoying in general. Incineroar comes out. I guess you could Swords Dance. You could Flame Charge. I'm gonna go into Lando. I could protect there and get a little bit of lefties, but if it's like Swords Dance, then I don't want to deal with that. I could have also just gone for an Earthquake flat out there. Let's see. Incineroar. Goes for knockoff. What is that? 46 damage. With knock, level 50. Intimidated. So no attack investment. So I think I stay in and just Earthquake. Maybe you could like Will-O-Wisp or something. I don't know if I really care though. And there's really nothing in the team that takes an like Lapras takes an Earthquake technically, but like I have a Melodic, so I'm not too worried about that. I also have Galar Slowking, which should handle it pretty fine. And I do have Nasty Plot with Psychic and Hydro Pump, which looks like pretty decent coverage at this point because no Cresselia was brought, which I'm definitely happy about. I was kind of expecting it not to come. It like just sat there and took damage, but I felt like it didn't do a whole lot in return. So this is taking a pretty decent hit. Not gonna kill. Oh, it just dies. Wow, okay. No crit. I don't know if you sacked the Victini there. I guess he thought I was more of a bulky spread based on the damage, but that's pretty risky. This comes in. Icy Wind would kill me, and that would be it. Would be problematic if you set up a Nasty Plot. It would be if okay, yeah, Shadow Ball shouldn't kill me. Ooh, Spadef drop, that's unfortunate. And this should drop, unless it's Focus Sash. Maybe trying to catch the Galar Slowking. Like Icy Wind probably kills me. It's not even Life Orb, but I'm pretty sure it would have killed me. It did like 70 damage. Yeah, it's just like timid. So Icy Wind would have done 124 min, and I think I was at 125. I was, yeah. Unless we got min rolled or missed, then I would have killed. Unfortunately, not looking too great for him. It's fortunate for me, though. Gets an Intimidate off. I will go for a U-turn. So that's about 15% Incineroar. I mean, I should have this game won at this point. Yeah, maybe a little bit of defense investment. I can bring this out, though. Bulk up? Okay. Yeah, I'll get a Toxic on this. Knockoff's not going to be doing a lot of damage to me. Maybe Shuckaberry or something? Or maybe this is just a win con. Blaze Kick. Oh, that's a pretty cool move. 186. To 77 torn. Yeah, so it looks like it's no attack investment. So I'm going to U-turn out and go into my Landorus. At +0. Blaze Kick is not doing a lot of damage. It's not going to kill. So I can go into this. It should fire. I should kill with Earthquake. Unless he gets a crit or something. Did I not have my item locked off? I thought I did. I guess not. He must have a little bit of attack investment at that point. Otherwise, I should have killed there. Not really a big deal. Hydreigon. Earth Power should probably do enough damage to I can also just go into Melodic. That seems fine. And go for Scald. Don't really care if he brings in the lapras. Alright, I don't kill. U-turn. Okay, but he's gonna die to recoil damage. So my Landorus is dead. His Incineroar is dead. Taking a little bit of toxic damage. I'll bring out the Slowking. Set up a nasty plot and win the game. Yeah, so I don't think he's going to win this game at this point. Again, make sure you check out Jer's channel underneath. He had a great run, very impressive run for... I think this is his first time doing like a lot of Wi-Fi stuff. I'm not terribly sure, but... Okay, crit. That did nothing. But yeah, no, definitely an impressive run, so go check out his channel. And I believe we are doing an interview with me right after this, so I'll explain my thought process of the team and such. 131. Let's see if I can get into Custap range and fire off a a psychic. Yeah, so we'll go for another nasty plot. He's not scarfed, is he? 94. That doesn't bring me in range. I think he's gonna die to this last hit. Oh yeah, the Incinerar's alive. I forgot. Well, maybe I can fire off. What's still alive? Oh, I totally forgot. It shows he has 2 mons left. Huh. I thought everything died. What am I thinking? It would be bad if he killed me. Or if he froze me, but he did not. Okay. I got the +6. Lapras is dead. It should be dead. And out comes the last mon? Question mark? I don't remember what it is. Oh, that's pretty funny. I thought I won this game already. Lionheart, the Incineroar. Goes for the Intimidate, and I'll be able to get a Hydro Pump off here. Get my Custap Berry to go off, just to show the tech. Do I hit? Hey, I hit. There we go. I'll take it. So yeah, pretty convincing win to get 3rd place. I don't know if I get money for this or not. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I get like $15, so that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, no, thanks for the NCP people for running this tournament. I've been in the NCP for 2 Wi-Fi seasons, and I was in it in season 2 of Showdown with John Jr. running it. That was back in like 2017, maybe early 2018. Probably close to like 2017, long time ago. But so no, I've been in the community for a while, and they did a great job, honestly, running this tournament. I was thinking about doing something like this, but they definitely had to reach to make something work like this, and I think it worked really well with 32 coaches. So hopefully we can get some more Wi-Fi tournaments, not necessarily leagues, or maybe like create more creative type leagues or tournaments, something like this. So, but yeah, until next time, later guys.